This is like the first official episode of the Bean Pod, because
Yeah.
backed by popular demand and preferably with better audio.
Yeah, welcome to the Bean Pod.
Welcome,
this
friends.
is
Now you can
literally
never leave.
going to be one of those podcasts where, like, people just don't shut up for an hour. Fall asleep to it.
Get a drink, and I'm sure there will be some kind of option to start a drinking game.
Oh yeah, in every episode I'm gonna pick out a word that we say too much, and then it's probably gonna be eyeliner, to be fair.
In this one, probably.
In this one.
But yeah, this is gonna be great. So, back to the question, Lily, was your ROA the pinnacle, the catalyst that started your eyeliner obsession? Your legacy?
Just to clarify with people that might not know, because I don't know if people realise how bad my obsession with eyeliner is.
Same.
Like,
we both love eyeliner. Just to clarify, we are both avid eyeliner addicts.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
are very rarely seen without it. If we have makeup on, it's eyeliner. It doesn't matter how
like
little we have. The minimum is eyeliner.
The minimum is just eyeliner.
Yeah.
Like,
just to make us feel alive, if we need a little bit of an extra boost, we just put eyeliner on. The word is definitely eyeliner for this episode, by the way.
But, like, so, I wear eyeliner all the time. Like, I found certain brands of waterproof eyeliner that literally don't come off just so I can wear it in the sea.
I'm not quite that bad.
Because that's, like, my one thing is, like, I'm going in the water, I will no longer have eyeliner on. Or, when I get out of the water, my eyeliner will be off.
Oh, quick tangent.
I
very distinctly remember the first time that we went swimming together when we went on holiday to Centre Parks last year. We went to this, like, adventure water park thing that was in the Centre Parks place, and Lily, we get to the place, we get changed into our swimsuits, we walk out, and Lily just goes, oh, we've all got eyeliner on! But with no other context, we were like, yes, Lily, we do. Well done. She was like, I'm wearing the wrong eyeliner.
I brought the waterproof one with me, and then I forgot what we were doing in the day. And then it got to the point where we were about to go in the water, and I was like, oh no! Because it was going to, like, make me look like a demon until we got back to the house.
I mean, let's be fair. It's not like anyone at that park actually had any semblance of a good opinion of us. The first night we got there, we got drunk and sang Welsh songs on the balcony at like 1 a.m.
I genuinely miss it so much. That was such a fun experience.
That was so good. It was like that was the bonding moment for our friendship group.
Yeah, that's
it was
the
the
whole
boot.
reason that the bean can is a thing.
Yeah. Again, for those that don't know what the bean can is, chill out, it's fine, you'll learn in time. It's not that serious.
The bean can is 6 people who have no interest in each other apart from friendship. And it's the purest, well, me and Catherine, but still.
You and Catherine are in love, but you're not together.
We
It's a
have
pure form of love.
We have no sexual interest in each other, let's put it that way. I love each and every one of you in a very special way.
Yes.
I don't.
More so Catherine than anyone
all
else.
of you
Just how I
disgust
always,
me.
I always joke that Drisky is in love with me, but we all know it's not true.
Yeah, in fairness. And then
I'm just like
both
a
of them
massive
love their
narcissist.
selves. In fairness, we're all narcissists, and that's why we're friends.
Yeah, it makes us lovable narcissists. But we're mutually narcissistic, so it's fine. And we will definitely end up having an episode devoted to the bean can. Because let's be real.
Yeah. With like just stories of just things that happen with the bean can.
We'll probably have one or more of them on at some point.
They're desperate, to be fair.
Wally is desperate.
Wally is desperate.
Just for future reference, in order for less confusion, we will name them now. There is me. I'm Rachel, by the way, for those that don't know me.
Oh, hell yeah, we know her.
Yeah, I'm Rachel. She's Lily.
We're recording this on time and nobody knows who we are.
This is Lily. We have Catherine, Wally, Drisky, and Mike. It was just
various amounts of nicknames in there. Drisky isn't his real name. Shock horror.
Yeah.
B isn't my real name, but I prefer it.
Bevy is another
Mike.
one.
Yeah, B, Bevy. Wally isn't Wally's actual real name. Well, technically it is. It's his last name though.
I think other than me and Catherine, no, Mike, I call Mike Mikhail.
Well, he does, yeah. He has nicknames, but we more regularly call him Mike or Fuckboy.
Yes, that's true. So basically,
although that's ended since he's with the lovely Jade. We love you, Jade.
We love you, Jade.
We stan Jade.
I just did that as if she could see me. I did a heart with my hands, but you can't see me. This is a podcast. But for those that are concerned, we are recording this remotely. I'm in my house, Lily is in her house. They are not the same house. Social distancing.
Oh yeah. No, we are social distancing.
Because
as much as we don't want to.
As much as we don't want to be. Hashtag coronavirus, fuck you.
We will probably have a bit of this being about the coronavirus, because obviously it's kind of hard to avoid.
It's a bit of a major thing at the moment. It's a bit of the, what's the word? The hot topic.
It's just a hot topic.
It's a hot topic right now.
I don't think anyone can, not talk about it, to be fair. Because it'd just be weird. To pretend like everything's normal when it's completely weird.
We haven't seen each other in person, other than when I went to the shop that you work at, in, a month.
We haven't seen each other for more than, half an hour in a month and maybe a few weeks.
Which is weird, because we see each other weekly.
Well, yeah, there was this period when, for those who don't know, Wally is in the army.
In the army.
Sort of.
He's in the reserves.
Sort of the army.
Lily is not. Yeah.
But this is before he was even in the army, so I don't know why I mentioned that. But he went to a place to do making of planes and stuff, as far as I paid attention to, and he he basically went away to live in England for a really long time, and me and Catherine were heartbroken. This was before Drisky, Rachel and Mike were even kind of a part of this. This was back when we called ourselves the throuple,
which is,
there was three of us.
Glorious, and it is still a thing, but is slightly less of a thing.
We have a weird special connection, sort of. There's
the eyeliner has been completely ditched at this point.
We will talk about it. Because I want to explain myself. I'm not that superficial that I can't wear eyeliner. I can't not wear eyeliner. It's a thing. But before Rachel and stuff, Wally went away for a week. No, it was a month and a half. He went away for. Well, no, he went away for a week first, and me and Catherine were crying on the second day because we hadn't seen each other, because we literally saw each other every day. And then he went away for a month and a half, and I was so devastated. I just didn't go anywhere because Wally's our lift.
Yeah.
Not to make him one thing, but
not to
why we could
to downsize what he means to us, but he is our taxi. Mike and Wally are our taxis.
I love them both a lot, but the main reason that we're together is when they can drive us to be together as a unit.
Unless family decide to join in, which is rare.
But there's so we couldn't see each other for a really long time, and then personal issues with Michael meant that
Michael being Wally in this context.
No, personal issues being Davis, Mike Davis. he had a lot of personal issues, which meant that Catherine was pity being his best friend.
Oh god. That sounds so bad.
She'll find it funny too, he probably will as well. Basically, he was very, very sad, and Catherine felt very, very bad, and that meant that then she said that if we were hanging out, that Mike was going to come as well. And bearing in mind, I probably didn't really speak to Mike much before that point, because we have a very strong love-hate relationship, and he sort of makes me permanently angry.
But it's the good kind of angry. It's
the good kind of angry.
The affectionate
I both want to strangle him and cuddle him at the same time.
Sibling energy. Big sibling energy.
Big sibling energy. He is like the big brother I never asked for.
Nor wanted. And that's the same across the board, really. We love you, Mike,
yeah.
But also fuck you.
I'm the little sister he never wanted nor asked for. But like then we became best friends because I was constantly in his car, and we have the same energy,
which is chaos energy,
which is pure,
we've decided,
unadulterated chaos.
Well, not decided. Let's be real. We've just kind of accepted that our entire group's brand at this point is chaos energy. We are.
Yeah,
I'm a chaos fairy. So I attract chaos energy. Lily is... What was the word you used?
What, earlier?
Yeah.
Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
There. Lily's one of those. She's a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Which just screams
If you know
chaos.
what a Manic Pixie Dream Girl is, you know that I'm right.
Yeah. You're not wrong, but also... Questions. We just
Catherine has serious Tieflin Bard energy, you know?
Oh, 100%. Let's be real, we're all bards who are trying to be anything but bards.
Normal people.
Yeah.
Just being average people while still being bards.
Yes, bards are just peak.
If you don't get that, you should play D&D. Then you'll understand why I'm right.
Yeah. You should listen to this podcast and play D&D, and then you'll understand.
Or
D&D. Just watch Critical Role, specifically the after show, which is Tox Machina, which I have watched an obscene amount of since this whole lockdown.
Quarantine. But basically, since the moment that Mike became like a reserve lift for us, so we could hang out more.
I feel bad, but also.
He knows I love him because I complain about not seeing him quite a lot.
I mean,
when I see him, I'm like, leave.
We always like when he checks in and lets us know that he's not dead because he is technically an essential worker. He's also the most asthmatic fuck I have ever met. So,
and smokes.
And he smokes, which is just very counterintuitive, but there we are. That's kind of his chaos. That's his own personal brand of chaos.
We have a group chat called the Bean Can, and Mike. We all know Mike has it on mute, so if we need him, we have to like at him in the group chat.
And we all basically at him like 50 times in a row to get him to reply.
Yeah, but once a week now during quarantine, or twice a week or something, whenever he thinks about it, he just comes into the group chat, says, "Hi guys, I'm still alive, hope you guys are alright," and just leaves. Doesn't even wait for an answer. Like,
or if he's like flabbergasted by something that somebody else has said because of the one time that he's checked it, such as this morning when we found out that a couple of our friends are heathens and put chocolate in the fridge.
What is that? I'm still mad about it. I haven't calmed down.
I
told my mum.
Oh,
I had a full fight with my mum about it. She was like, well, some people just put it in the fridge. And I was like, well, some people are completely wrong.
Some just like, heathens. There is no justification for being a fucking heathen.
What if there isn't a reason for putting it in the fridge?
Like it's melted. That is like the only time.
I need to say why it's important, right?
Okay. I'll let you have your moment.
My argument is, Drisky said the reason he puts it in the fridge is because if it got melty, then when it hardens back up, it then has a new kind of snap to it. And I said if you get quality chocolate, it already has that kind of snap to it. Because I know what he means, but you don't have to have the weird condensation-y bit on the outside of it as soon as you take it out of the fridge.
Yeah.
Because this chocolate is already open, so that you've got a layer of heat that is going to turn into condensation.
Like, he
that you're
put
putting
something
in
in the group
fridge.
chat that was like, oh, it's on this website that it's okay to do that, like it's a good thing. I'm like, it
It's
specifically
okay.
says to do it with a sealed bar. He is talking about having chocolate and then putting half a chocolate bar in the fridge to get a different kind of chocolate eating experience. And I'm just putting it out there, but that's just a wee bit too middle class for me.
I said if there was a reason for it, if there was an actual reason and an actual change happened, then fair enough. Whatever. I don't care enough. But if it is pointless, why do it? If there is no point, why do it?
This was my point. Everything in life
you're
has a
putting
purpose.
yourself out for no reason.
Exactly. It's just very annoying. Anyway, back to the eyeliner story.
I'm still mad about it.
I know, I can
And
feel
then my
it.
family had the gall. My dad was like, "But you put Mars bars in the fridge."
No.
And I went, "What?"
What? What the hell?
And then my brother and sister went, "Oh yeah, Mars bars in the fridge." And I was like, "What?" And I just left
You
the house.
are
I just
living.
walked out into my
You are
yard.
living with messed up people, Lily. That's even worse than putting a plain chocolate bar in the fridge. A Mars bar. That's like breaking your teeth. That's
I was like, "This is the
wanting
first time
to
I'm gonna break isolation for anything but work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this house."
Right, eyeliner. Let's talk about it.
Yes, the eyeliner thing.
Before we get into Lily's story, we're gonna spark a bit of a question debate thing. If you've made it this far, tell us down below.
Do you want me to do it seriously so it doesn't sound like we're making fun of them?
I'm not making fun of you. I'm laughing at myself and how stupid I feel.
Right.
But seriously.
So what is the question?
If you've listened this far, well done. First of all, I'm impressed. And second of all, if you wear eyeliner, put just the word yes. Just the word yes.
If you would rather wear eyeliner than anything else, put like hell yes.
Yes. So
Like hell yeah.
if you wear eyeliner, put yes. If you don't wear eyeliner, either don't comment or just put no.
If you would like to try eyeliner, because this goes for guys as well, obviously. Because I'm pretty sure people like Reese. Hi Reese.
Oh, if we're
would,
talking about Reese, you've brought this up now. I put something on
What?
the Bean Productions story saying first episode of the
Right.
Bean Pod in progress. Pray for us. Instantly, as it posted, I got a message saying offended I was not guest on it. And I was like, it's the first episode, you'll be on in time. And he was like, but I'm famous guest you have on in first episode. And I was like, we needed to get the ball rolling. And he was like, fine, I better be the first celeb guest. And then he had to, have a humble flex.
He's 100%.
Had to have a humble flex because of his 109 subscribers.
Ooh.
That's what I was like, oh.
As opposed to my 65, how dare he?
Yes, exactly. As opposed to, I don't have any subscribers, so it's fine. We're going off of Lily's success here, it's fine.
Yeah,
Cashing
in
on
fairness,
Lily being the like.
Reese is probably the only reason this is happening.
Reese is gonna
And,
be
like,
our
most
one.
credit to him. Reese is gonna be our only viewer this whole time.
And Catherine will probably listen to it to pity us. And Drisky.
To pity us.
Well, Drisky will have it on in the background when he's doing something else with headphones in. So it'll be.
when he's working at midnight.
Yeah!
So, in our friendship group, there's me. I work in a shop, a very local shop that does deliveries, so I'm classed as an essential worker.
Yes.
Drisky's an essential worker. He works at Tesco's and he does all of the stocking at night. Mike is an essential worker. He works at a
Garage.
Yeah, I was gonna say fuel pump, but it's not just a fuel pump, it is a garage.
Garage plus fuel plus shop thing.
Yeah, so he's cast as an essential worker. Wally is a reserve essential worker.
He is a reservist in the army, so technically he's like potentially.
So at any given moment, somebody could call him and be like, "Yo, we need you," and then he'd have to go.
I think, other than me, Catherine works at a cafe where they do deliveries, so she's semi-working.
She currently, I think they're just painting the shop, but they might have to do like proper sandwich deliveries because it's a sandwich and a cafe.
Yeah.
And it's lovely. Go to upper crust after this is all done.
We love it.
Or if you can get it delivered,
Icons.
go.
Big
like
upper
icons.
crust.
We love Karen.
Upper
Karen
crust
is the
in
only
Milford.
Karen we
Upper
love.
crust in Milford. Free promo.
Karen is the only Karen.
Yes, she is the only Karen that needs to be
Karen.
worried about. She's the. What's the word? Is it MVP?
She is the MVP of Karen.
Yeah, I was right. MVP. Woo! Sports references.
We love
Is that a sports
Karen.
reference?
We still haven't. That is a sports.
Yay! I'm successful. I used to be.
We still haven't let go
coach.
of that one time that Drisky like made fun of Karens.
I don't think that's for this story time is not the one.
No, that's definitely going in.
That's going in the bean
that's
can.
Specifically about the bean can.
So
because how dare you?
I'm basically the only one that isn't classed in any way, shape, or form as an essential worker.
Yeah.
I'm technically a carpentry apprentice.
Technically.
Why
is it only technically?
Because I work for the local council. So.
Oh yeah, because you're a council worker / apprentice.
Yeah. So, there's that.
Yeah. Yours is more interesting than ours, to be fair.
Debatable, but thank you.
Most of us are just shop workers.
Yeah, but I can assure you, you have better quality human interaction than I do.
Probably.
We won't get into that, it's fine.
We still haven't talked about the eyeliner thing.
Fucking eyeliner. Right, yes, so type yes in
We're
the comments.
26 minutes into
Shut up,
the
Lily!
story that was meant to be about eyeliner.
So, if you like or want to wear eyeliner, type yes. If you would go with no other makeup but just eyeliner, right, hell yes. And just for sparking a debate, liquid, gel, or pencil?
I do felt tip or like painter's pot liquid.
Which is all liquid. Felt tip is also liquid.
Yeah, but I feel like felt tip is different to liquid.
Fair. I use felt tip. I have one type of paint pot one that also has a felt applicator.
Yeah, it has a felt applicator. I think we have the same one. Most likely.
Probably very similar, if not the same one.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of brush tips, is what I'm saying.
I used to have one.
And it's got to be black.
That, like, it was a waterproof one. So you, like, cranked the end of it and then eyeliner came out of the end of it. And it was like a rubber end to it.
Was that the
with a slit
benefit
in it.
one?
Yes.
Yes.
And it was horrific. Because as soon as it came out, it would, like, crust.
Oh.
And then I had crusty eyeliner.
Which is never okay.
Jesus Christ.
Crusty eyeliner is not the way.
So,
In the words of a chorus line, that ain't it, kid. That ain't it, kid. Sorry, continue.
The obsession with eyeliner specifically started when I was in, I guess, year 7, probably year 8. I'm gonna say year 8.
Which, for context, is 12 to 13.
I guess, I don't know.
Just for those.
We're in Britain, by the way.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell.
I then was put in a group with different people during one of our skills lesson. In Wales, you have skills, which is a class basically to teach you weird like stuff you might need to know, possibly.
Just to clarify, this isn't specifically a Welsh thing. This is specifically Lily's weird-ass school thing.
Oh, did you not have skills?
No, I didn't.
It's like Welsh back, but for children.
99.9% of schools in Wales do not have skills as a class.
Maybe it was just Mr. John being strange.
Maybe.
But we had skills, and it was like one lesson was about like financing. One lesson.
I wish I'd had that.
One lesson was about how to create a band.
That's the kind of
stuff. And this was that lesson. We had a lesson on how to create a band, and I met a girl. I'm not gonna say her real name just in case. We're gonna call her. Oh, she had so many nicknames, I can't do it. We're gonna call her Canopy.
Canopy? Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Canopy, that's fine.
I just saw the word canopy on one of my books. So Canopy was like this sort of cool person that I didn't think I could talk to. We became best friends from this band thing, because she basically introduced me to bands such as Pierce the Veil and Asking Alexandria and Bring Me the Horizon, and she was like my introduction into pop punk and
the downward spiral that followed.
The downward spiral that followed.
Yes.
And I didn't understand what she was on about most of the time, so I went home and I went on to the interwebs.
Good old internet.
And I searched up these bands and I saw these people and I was like, why do they look like that? Because up until that point I hadn't worn makeup really. Like as a kid I had those weird palettes that you do have.
Yeah.
The like phones that had like 2 eyeshadows in and lip gloss.
What, like Lily Kelly's that comes out of the shoes?
Lily Kelly's. Yeah, I had those, but I wasn't really interested in it. I didn't want to be seen as like a girly girl, which is ironic now.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't want to be seen as a girly girl, so I didn't want to wear makeup. I especially didn't want to do my eyebrows, because this was back when like Dream Matte Mousse Foundation was the thing, and girls were orange, and people's eyebrows were block Sharpie brows.
They were what I used to refer
and
to
mascara was crusty.
Crusty
mascara.
Like the bad kind of clumpy spidery lashes. Yeah.
I loved those days because people looked shit.
But like nobody said anything or realised that they looked shit.
Nobody realised that everyone looked terrible because it was like, that's the fashion. Like like early 2010s were just terrible. Like for everything. The end hasn't been great, but
let's
the
be
beginning
real.
was pretty bad.
Despite the fact, I'm probably going to make some people feel shit now by saying this, I was born in the year 2000. Yeah.
It's only 1 year apart, but I'm
like,
really upset about it.
I know, I have that reaction a lot at work. But like, personally, despite being born at the beginning of the millennium, the new millennium, it's not been great. Like, if we look back,
I don't like this one.
I don't like it. I think I was born in the wrong one. Like, I look back at...
Can't I exchange it for an E1? I think this one's broken.
Can I just, like, jump forward to the next one? But, like, no, actually, I'll be honest with you. The latter half of the 90s, up till, like, 2015, weren't great in terms of, like, fashion.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll be very specific. I will specifically exempt a certain group. The 2013 Tumblr girls.
That's who I want.
I
that's the
still
thing.
dress like
that's
that.
The thing.
I still dress like that.
So that's basically what started the eyeliner thing. Is that I went online, I found these people, and then I found Tumblr.
Yeah.
Which is definitely the start of the downward spiral of my whole life. I found Tumblr and then I put in like I think I was really obsessed with Sleeping with Sirens, especially because the main singer was like devoutly Christian, so like all of their songs were like clean but still screamo.
How did I not know that about Sleeping with Sirens?
Oh yeah, he did loads of. I was like the biggest Kellen Quinn stan ever. Like my email was Kellen Lover, LV for like the whole of my teens. But yeah, I went on to Tumblr and then I found all of these girls who were like basically perfect. Because they were like, I specifically remember this one girl who had like black hair with the 2010 swoop.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm on about. The like this piece of long hair just went all the way down and framed the face.
Yeah.
Went to the wrong side of the face. It was so good. She had like black hair like that, and the tips of it were electric blue.
Oh, that beast.
And then she had eyeliner on that had a point in the middle of the eye, and then went out into like big, like basically covered her whole face.
That's pretty dope.
And then had like her eyebrows basically connected to her eyeliner. And I remember looking at that and being like, that is solid. I love that. And then like for a while, it was just like I sort of liked that style, and I was never discouraged from wearing makeup. In fact, I was very encouraged. Like,
okay,
it was just because when I used to do like shows with Lamphy, you would have to put on makeup. Like the teachers would be like, your parents do your makeup for the shows.
Oh.
And I always liked having like my face paint done and stuff.
Fair. No, that's fair.
And I was always encouraged to do artistic things because I always was an artistic kid. But I asked my mum for eyeliner, and I remember it was a Maybelline felt tip thing.
Fair.
And it was like,
Just
oh
dead.
no.
Lily? Are we having more technical difficulties? More technical difficulties. We've got the technical difficulties fixed, we think. This is the joys of working remotely.
So, yeah, my phone ran out of battery, and that's how we were talking to each other, because when we have our mics plugged in, we can't actually hear each other.
It's all very complicated. I'm
it's a process.
Quite lucky that the impulse buy of this microphone, this glorious thing, is working well.
My sound quality has probably gone down like 100% because I have to use my headphones now, so I can also hear Rachel.
The joys of. It's fine. We will work out the kinks as we go along.
Yeah. So as we finally had gotten to it, the actual story we were meant to be telling.
You saw this girl on Tumblr, you became obsessed, you bought eyeliner from Mother.
Yeah, she gave me this like felt tip eyeliner that was black. And I remember specifically, I quickly found out the difference between black and jet black.
Yeah, the difference between like a black eyeliner and an eyeliner that just says it's black. There is.
I used to do
such a difference.
This thing where I'd wear nothing else on my face.
Mood.
But
yeah.
this just like little line of eyeliner with this terribly drawn, not very sharp flick at the end. And I wouldn't wear mascara.
Yeah, I can relate.
And I wouldn't wear like I wouldn't wear anything else. And I was convinced that that looked normal.
Yeah.
Like that's how people wear makeup. Definitely.
I used to do that too. I think for the first 3 or 4 years of wearing makeup, when I started wearing makeup, it was more a case of like, I was too nervous to put makeup on because I was worried it would look stupid. It was like the opposite. Some people put makeup on to feel better. I didn't wear makeup because I was worried I would look stupid. So when I started wearing eyeliner, I was like, I can do this and my face still looks okay. So I used to just do, and because back in the time, the only eyeliner I had was from Avon? No, it was from the Body Shop, but it was a really chunky one. It was one of the chubby pen liner things. So every eyeliner I did was like super chunky, and I look back at photos and I'm like, my wing was not the right angle for my face. It didn't come out far enough. It wasn't properly, like, it wasn't sharp. And I'm like, I went for it and I killed it.
Yeah, I tried my hardest. It didn't work, but I tried.
I tried.
I remember I wore it like that for like a year, maybe more, and then I started having a crush on somebody who was like really into, like, I'm gonna say heavy music, but it probably wasn't. He definitely was just some poser, but I was 100% sort of like deathly wanting to be cool. And I remember there was this it was one of my first profile pictures, actually. There was this picture I took from my like from my like laptop. No, it wasn't even my laptop. Yeah, it was a laptop. It was like my first laptops. Or was it?
I don't know. Back in the day when people used to take pictures on their laptops, though. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, it was a webcam photo, so it was very, it was extremely MySpace. Like the most MySpace
is it bad
MySpace can get.
that? Did you actually have a MySpace account?
Yeah.
This is the thing, Lily. I'm a year younger than you.
You never had a
I'm
MySpace.
almost 2 years, and I'm too young to have had a MySpace.
I had
page.
a MySpace account when it wasn't relevant. It had just
you missed the peak.
Yeah, it
you
just
missed the
stopped
peak of
being
MySpace.
relevant to have a MySpace account, and I got one.
I remember, like, every time you had those, like, cyber safety talks in school, they would always bring things like Bebo up.
Bebo! Oh, man.
What is
I
Bebo?
loved Bebo.
What is it?
It was...
I remember, like...
You know, like...
I never knew.
I think I've got the right thing here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was this thing where you used to have, like, a little 8-bit avatar. And you could like dress them up to look like you, or you could dress them up to be cooler than you, which most people did. And you just like have, it was sort of like Sims or Second Life. It was like you'd talk to each other over.
Oh, I know what Second Life is. No mind, I had a moment. It's fine.
Oh my god,
It's fine.
I was gonna say that's definitely 2010s. That's like not. But
I know what it is purely because I read an article about this woman that like left her husband for somebody that she met on Second Life.
I had a MySpace account before I had a Facebook account, actually.
Ooh.
Because I definitely wasn't allowed a Facebook account until I was 15 or 14, something like that.
I used to use my mum's Facebook account. So. My mum's old Facebook account. My mum's not on Facebook anymore.
Oh no, what was the age limit? It was 13. No, like 13 was youngest. Yeah, I was allowed it as on the first thing one of the first things I did on my 13th birthday was get a Facebook account.
Fair. I think I was allowed one when I went up to like secondary school, which is like the tail end of middle school up until most of the way through high school, if you are not from the UK.
I deleted the photo. I was gonna try and find the photo to show you. Oh god. That's my first one. It's a picture of me and my ex-best friend in McDonald's at Christmas, because you can see the McDonald's Christmas decoration, and it's taken from directly underneath our chins.
You look so unbelievably young.
I look so unbelievably cool. I have no idea what you're on about.
I didn't say you didn't look cool. I didn't say that.
I've always been the epitome of absolutely cool.
My mum, wait, where is it? It's not in here anymore. Oh, that makes me sad. My mum found a photo of me the other day, and it's a picture of me as, I must have been like 3 or 4, and it was me on a toy tractor with food in my hand, like with a bowl cut.
Same energy.
And like, and like pink trousers and a blue top that was like a fleece. And my mum was like, this kind of epitomizes you. And I was like, in what way?
That is the energy you always carry.
No, but this is the thing. She was talking to me and she goes, literally the only thing that changed is your hair got longer, darker, and your skin got lighter.
I'm so sad that I was so clever to delete the ones that were really cringy, because some of them were so good. Like, now I
only
want
ever
them.
had one, like, this is gonna sound like such a humble brag, but I only ever had one cringy photo on Facebook.
Yeah.
And
Well, you
that
don't
got
change
deleted.
your profile picture very often.
No, I don't, but I don't really post much on social media in general. I looked on Instagram today, and I've got to switch back to the other Instagram account. Okay. I have 19 posts on Instagram, and I've had Instagram for like 3 years.
I have too many posts on Instagram. I deleted a lot of posts
This
on
is the thing.
Instagram.
This is the thing, though. I've only had Instagram for 3 years. I held off for so long on getting Instagram.
Genuinely, I think if somebody wanted to steal my life and had my email address, they totally could. Because I post way too much. Like, too much information. People
I
know.
don't.
Well,
but this isn't. It isn't a case of me being like hyper worried about it or me being a private person. Like, if you ask me a question about my life, I will probably give you the whole fucking story. It's just a case of I am lazy.
I'm just
and I forget that it's a thing.
I'm just very like, I always wanted to be like known on social media because I always liked it. Like, I got a MySpace page specifically because I saw Jeffree Star and that's dark. Blood on the dance
Star?
floor. I said that's
What?
dark. Blood on the dance floor.
What's that?
Oh, it's a very bad band with a very horrible lead. He was like, well, now we know, and back then it was sort of known, I guess, but I didn't know. He was a paedophile apparently. I don't think that changes in people, to be honest. So is. But yeah, he was sort of ran off of the internet.
Yeah.
Well, no, he sort of hid, I guess, because a lot of people still don't believe the like 50 girls who have come out and said that this has happened to them. But like, yeah, I got a MySpace page because I was like, I want to be an influencer. I want to be. Well, it wasn't influencer back then. It was just like famous. Like,
Yeah,
was the
you were
only
just
thing.
you were just internet famous back then.
I just wanted to be like, I just wanted to have lots of friends online because I had like 3 friends in real life.
Oh, Bobby, now you have me and you
Now I
regret all
have
your
way
decisions.
too many friends. Like, I literally can't see people.
Oh my god, that was a horrible noise. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that. That was
That was like a weird.
Right, I remember this.
You
I
guys
just
will
want to talk about this. I'll put it on the screen, hopefully. There's this picture of me. Right?
Wait, are we actually gonna put pictures of
Yeah,
our
I
faces?
can download pictures and put them on the screen. This is Isabel,
Oh,
proof that we were
glorious.
best friends, right?
You're still bitter about the fact that she is a
She
family
left
friend of
me
ours, and
For you guys.
she did not leave you.
You're the
Lily.
reason.
She just came.
You guys are all the reason why I have
Me and my
friendship
sister were
issues.
friends. No.
Why I don't like
Don't.
it when people leave me because Izzy left me when I was very small.
So, family friend of me and my sister's lives across the road from us our entire lives, goes to Lily's primary school, leaves Lily's primary school and comes to our primary school, and Lily is still not over
Not
it.
on. It's not on.
Primary school being from the ages of 3 to 10. And she left when she was like 5.
Left when she was 5, but we were friends from like Kathy's group, which was the group before you even got to nursery. To to year 2, and we were like best friends. And
The
then
passion.
you left.
Just the passion and the drama.
I don't
I love it.
I did care. I cared quite a
Oh,
lot.
this is the question that we were going to talk about, other than eyeliner. What vibes do we give off?
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that. Can I just do this
So-
one thing, right? So
Can you wait 2 seconds?
Okay.
Me trying to keep us on some kind of track.
It's relevant vaguely.
Oh, fine, quickly.
Right. So this profile picture of mine, I remember
Which will be on the screen.
I edited it so that I looked like a werewolf. I
Okay,
remember
that actually is
that
is
I
mildly
edited,
connected.
so I had long, like claw-like nails. I had
Noise.
the
irony being that we don't like nails like that now.
Yeah, I hate wearing long nails. I had like I made it so there was an overlay on it that looked like it had like 3 strikes going through my face.
Cool.
I like made my eyes purple. I made the rest black, like black and white, and I gave myself like really bad paint eyeliner, you know, like proper paint.
I get you. Yeah.
And I remember I put like a paw print on it from Picart. Do you guys remember like that really terrible Pick Monkey? What was it? Yeah, Pick Monkey. And
That's glorious.
and
but
I,
also
like-
very
I can't
cringy.
remember what I had words on it, but I can't remember what the words were. It was something to do with unleash. No, because I was obsessed with Kesha. It was something about her
as one
animal
does.
album.
Obsessed with. Oh, okay.
It was
That makes
something
sense.
about her animal.
Lily, you've gone on too long about this thing.
Sorry.
We need to get. Okay. So the small segue turned into a rather large segue. As I was saying.
Yeah, on Twitter I found this post that was from one of my friends called Megan. Hi Megan. She posted a picture of like 3 pictures of herself and then a list of like mythical creatures and was like, what vibes do I give off? And it was like
Yeah.
werewolf, vampire, succubus, witch, mermaid, pixie, demon, siren, mummy, ghost.
Yes, yes.
And she is 100% a mermaid. She's a lovely woman, and I love her to death. Although we have never met, I still love her.
What do you mean you've never met?
This isn't Meg from uni.
Oh.
This is a
Okay.
different Meg. She lives on Guernsey. She's great.
Oh.
We met each
Alrighty
other
then.
on a Dan and Phil group chat on Facebook, and then we
That is
became
glorious.
best friends. Well, best friends. We became friends through that. Like,
I was about to
and
say,
we
do not
follow
try
each
and
other on
replace
everything.
us.
She I think the only reason that we still are in contact is because she went and did makeup for a living, and likes the Swimmers, which is a band, and
fair.
Water Parks, which is also a band. Very water themed. That's why she's a mermaid, because also she has green hair,
Okay,
as
fair
far as I'm
enough.
aware, and she
Fair.
likes drag queens. That's why we're friends. But
That just summed you up. Okay, so what do I give off is what I wanted to know. Because you
Well-
didn't really answer.
No. I feel like it depends. When you're angry, it's definitely demon.
Right, can we talk about this for a second? Can we air this out? I do not get angry as often as you make it seem.
You get like passionately angry.
I get passionate, I don't get angry. I get just enthusiastic.
It
And
feels
what's the-
angry.
That's because I am
I'm
a very...
a sensitive young woman. Please do not
I'm
get
an
angry
intense
with me.
person, Lily.
You are very intense.
I'm very intense. And
Okay,
those
let's
that have
put
met
it
me
like
in
that.
person will all agree.
Let's put it like that. You are a very intense person. Like, have you seen that TikTok account where the woman does the demon called Val? She dresses up as a demon called Val. I feel like you're very Val.
I don't think I've seen that one. I still don't have TikTok on this phone. It's on my old phone and I haven't downloaded it
I'll
again.
put a picture of it on the screen and I'll send a picture to you of Val. But I feel like you give off very demon vibes when you're like passionate. Let's
Like
say
I'm
passionate.
feeling driven.
When you're driven to the edge.
The edge of my insanity, yeah, mood.
But like in general, I'd say vampire.
Really?
Yeah, because like
Oh, I was not expecting vampire. What does it say for vampire? Does it have any descriptions?
It just gives like what kind of energy do you give off.
Okay, so what kind of why do you think I give off vampire energy?
I don't fully know, but I guess it's because you're quite intense, and you tend to be quite like intense in everything you do.
Yeah.
But you're also you can be quite like standoffish if you don't know you very well.
Standoffish? Oh, well,
you can.
This is the thing. I don't think I'm.
You don't mean to be. I know you don't mean to be.
No, I don't mean to be standoffish. I think a lot of the times when that kind of thing happens is because I have preconceived notions of, like, the people I'm around. Not necessarily, like, one individual. But if I've, like, made up this idea in my head that these people are a certain type of way and that I wouldn't, like, fit them, you know? Then I tend to be quite enclosed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess it's just you are quite intense, and then I think your style is quite Lara Croft, but like Lara Croft, but but like with trousers on, you know.
Lara Croft
most of the
with
time.
Trousers on. What does that mean? No, I'm like, what? Which Lara Croft? Are we talking video game Lara Croft with the pointy boobs? Are we talking Angelina Jolie Lara Croft, or are we talking Alicia Vikander?
I'm gonna say with the pointy boobs, not with the pointy boobs.
Okay, good. That's what I was worried about. I was like, they are not
Croft.
Pointy.
The only one I know is Angelina Jolie, like well enough at least. I meant like Angelina Jolie, but like I have this image because it's what you wear all the time. It's a cami top.
Yeah.
It's like a jacket of some sort, but probably in khaki. It's the belt. It's the belt. It's the like cool belt. It's the trousers. That's why I said with trousers on, because she wears like shorts, but it's trousers for you. It's like jeans, and it's the combat boots. That's what I envision you in all the time, and she usually has her hair up.
I don't usually have. This is a bad example because I have my hair up today, but I actually most of the time have my hair down. But can we appreciate?
You're wearing boots.
I'm wearing combat boots, the trousers that you were talking about, a cami top, and an overshirt.
It's what you wear all the time, I know.
The only thing I'm not wearing is a belt, and that's just because these trousers don't have belt loops. They have to be high-waisted, though.
They have to be high-waisted. And that's what I see you as. But that, I guess it's because, I don't know, your eyebrows are very vampy. And I like them. It's not an insult. I love your eyebrows, but they're very vampy.
Thank you. That's the only time my eyebrows have been called vampy. We're gonna have to put like, once you guys see my sim, we'll put my sim up on the Bean Pod Instagram, and then you'll understand what she means because it's just perfectly summed up exactly what you just said.
She's wearing exactly what I just said. That's a sim.
Oh god.
I feel like your eyebrows are quite vampy. I feel like you're a bit of a recluse sometimes. Like you don't particularly like people.
No, this is the thing.
People make you annoyed most of the time.
Most people annoy me. Specifically...
Me.
No. That's not what I was gonna say. I don't want to say around here, because that sounds really bad.
Yeah, she wants to move to Canada. Like, just put that out there. She thinks that Canada's gonna solve all of her problems.
That's not true. That is not true. I'm just saying. Other than my wonderful friendship group, both the Bean Canned and Expanded, I've had pretty negative experiences with most young people my age around here, where we live, in the undisclosed location. And so I tend to be quite...
Also, I would like to say I do not endorse this message. I love everybody. I can't even hate one person.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
I
You
love
despise many people.
I dislike a lot of people. I don't hate people.
Okay, I don't hate many people. I think I hate like a maximum of like 3 people.
I hate 2.
See, like if we were to describe... This is a good question. How would you describe the dynamic between you and me? In terms of like, out of a power duo, let's say, who would I be and who would you be?
Oh, it depends on what power duo.
Okay, how about we make a power duo? Like any 2 fictional characters.
I
that
feel
kind of
like
sum
I'm the
up me and
Jeffree
you.
Star and you're the Shane Dawson, or the other way around. It depends how chaotic each one of us is feeling.
That's true.
Because if I'm in the mood to just be a little baby, like a little demon Nazi baby, I will
Which is
fully...
a reference to D&D. Please play D&D. This is what we're saying. Play D&D.
Yeah, play D&D. I fully just can't control just being mischievous for a long time, and I don't know what to do with it, and it semi-annoys Rachel, and I love that. That's like the goal.
It doesn't. This is the thing. It
You tell
doesn't
me to
annoy
chill
me
quite a lot.
in a negative way. It's just sometimes it's inconvenient.
And most of the time it is inconvenient times. I feel like I need to...
You just go, like, full Missy, as we call it. You go what we call full Missy, which is when she becomes just a mischievous brat Nazi baby. And without the views of the Nazi party, clearly.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Apart from socialism, I'm quite into that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry.
And it'll be like if we're in the queue for something, or if we're like at a table and we're about to order food, or like if we're in a shop.
When we're about to meet somebody important and you're like, please
Yes.
don't mess this up for me, please don't mess this up for me, and my brain just goes, do it, mess it up.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm
Exactly
like, okay.
that. And like 99.9% of the time when it happens, we're like out with friends, like at a bowling alley or on a night out, and it's absolutely fine, and I embrace it, and I think it's wonderful, and I join in, and we become mischievous little shits together. But on the 1 or 2 occasions in which you decide to go full Missy, and I actually have to get shit done, I'm like, are you fucking joking? Because it means that I have to try and hold together some semblance of self-restraint and control. Which is hard when you are a chaos fairy like I am. And all credit for that term comes from the Azray on Instagram.
Yeah, that is 100% their thing. But we have taken it and we are running with it.
I am running with it. There's a quote from a film that's like that. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what film, but it is hilarious. In the scene, the guy just like is doing like the 2-handed point, and he's just like, I don't know where it comes from, but I am running with it. And he like smacks someone in the face. I don't know what movie it is, but I will find it.
I feel like when I'm feeling more mischievous, I am definitely more Jeffree Star. Because, you know, the whole like just says what they want and kind of like wears a lot of glitter, I guess.
The glitter thing is definitely
is willing to tear off her own eyebrows just for something to do.
Oh, that hurts my soul. I think I just have such panic that like if I ever did anything to my eyebrows or my hair that it would never go back to the way it is, and I like the way I look, surprisingly enough.
I believe I could get enough makeup to make myself look better, no matter what I did.
That's a jump.
I have one hell of artistic talent, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Modesty.
Modesty at its finest. Humbleness
obviously.
at its finest.
Obviously, when I'm like on a down mood, or when I just don't feel like doing anything, or when you feel especially mischievous, because there are times where you just can't control yourself.
God, if I
just
haven't seen
go.
you guys, or if I've been on like a downer for a couple of days, or something happens, I will just have a day where I am just hyper as fuck, and my mischievous, chaotic self is unstoppable. It's ridiculous.
I'm 100% then just like Jeffrey, like Shane, but specifically in the episode when Shane's like, Jeffrey, what the fuck? Just constantly. And I'm like, Rachel, why?
It's bad. Like, I will get in the car and I will just be like, here's Johnny, you know? Like, that level of intensity all day. And I acknowledge that it's not great.
Especially when you're drinking wine.
You're referring to one very specific story, and this is not coming out in this episode.
It was my favourite. It was the moment I knew that we would be friends.
I'm not okay with this.
Like, we would be close friends. That's
I'm not
the moment.
telling that story, but I will refer to another story.
Everyone in the comments tell her that we're going to tell that story at some point.
I will let you tell it at some point, but I'm holding on to that for as long as I can. Another wine story was, for my 18th, as a belated 18th party thing, because most people couldn't come to my actual 18th, and we all just wanted an excuse to have a spoons sesh.
Yes.
We ended up all going out on a Friday to have drinks, and we were all around this huge table in the middle of spoons, and it was like, we thought
why are you talking about this?
We thought it was going to be like 10 of us. There was 23.
Get your own back, please don't.
It was a rather interesting day, and we all bought pictures, as you do at Spoons, as is the culture, and I'd had pretty much 2 pictures to myself, and I was feeling zazzed. You know, I was feeling pretty good. And
At this point, we had been, like, just to clarify, we had been hanging out with each other, like, almost every day, going to the gym, and, like, we were very, very close in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And I thought that I had Rachel's personality completely down, which I'm pretty sure I did. And I still stand by it.
There were several ways in which you were incorrect.
So
you had not seen every facet of me.
No. I was trying to be, like, I was trying to make friends with these, like, people that I thought were really cool. And if you remember this, you know exactly who you are. Like,
you can hear the juice in the background as I pour myself every juice. That's fine.
If you're listening, you know exactly who you are. I thought they were really cool and I wanted to be friends with them. And Rachel was feeling so,
This is not the story
like,
I was gonna tell. It's just happened to be on the same night.
Because I'm pretty sure that's a good example. You were just so, like, I was trying to have a conversation with this group of people, and you just came in and led across them, and were, like, cuddling them, and you were talking over me.
That's bad. That sounds so bad. It was not
That's
that
what
bad.
you were...
That is not the truth. You are exaggerating. Basically, I bonded with someone. The story I was going to tell was, I was zazzed off of a couple of pictures at Spoons and was having a whale of a time, you know, running around like you do. And then I had a bit of a chill. I had a moment of chill, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I went up to the bar and I bought myself a large glass of wine. In Spoons.
Why do all of our stories start like this?
I bought myself a large glass of Merlot from Spoons, and I walked back to the table, and what happens? Coincidentally, the people that Lily were referring to noticed my glass of wine and started judging me harshly. And so I felt the need to justify my decisions, and at this point I was already zazzed, and I am a passionate person, and I am an intense person, as we already discussed. a few of the things that I am passionate about come in the liquid variety. One of them being wine. I love wine, and my family love wine, and we get very particular about wine. The other thing I get very passionate about is cranberry juice and how it is the most underrated juice, and I will fight people on this.
She took a sip.
Yep. I love cranberry juice, and everyone should drink cranberry juice, and people who don't like cranberry juice have weak taste buds. And they're the same people that enjoy coffee.
I enjoy coffee.
No, you don't, Lily.
I like coffee.
No, you don't.
I do.
You like caffeine. You like caffeine.
You're not wrong.
This is the difference. Like, the people that don't like cranberry juice are the people that would willingly drink decaf coffee because of the taste.
There's this one guy that comes into work, right?
Oh god.
And he asked me the other day, he came in for a load of crap because it's locked down and you have to get a load of crap when you go out, otherwise the police arrest you. And I...
Sorry,
and
continue.
I was in work and he came in and I just finished like putting all of his stuff through the register and I was like, is there anything else you want, sir? And he was like, oh yeah, actually I came in the other day and one of your ladies said that they would grind my coffee that I bought somewhere else for me. And I went, okay.
It's a bit weird, but alrighty then.
I was like, alright.
I know exactly what face you would
genuinely
have been pulling as well, because I've spent far too much time in your shop.
Yeah,
But that's for another day.
Just pretending to not be alarmed at all, but being alarmed. I was like, okay, yeah, I can grind your coffee for you if somebody told. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you're spending money, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
And I put it through the grinder, and then he just like, we were quite silently just stood next to each other because the coffee grinder is quite loud.
It's an aggressive ass machine.
Yeah, it takes up most of the sound area in the shop, and he turned to me and
that
went,
isn't a fan of coffee, it's very intrusive.
He turned to me and was like, do you like coffee? And I was like, yeah, yeah, I do.
After you finish the story, I have another coffee theory of mine.
He was like, after this is ground, you take a few spoonfuls for yourself. I was like, what?
That's really weird.
And he was like, this is Jamaican coffee that I got from Jamaica the last time I was in Jamaica. This is Jamaican Blue Mountain.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
he's such a middle class person. I was
I
gonna
was
say
like,
wanker, but I thought that was a bit much.
Yeah, because he is a customer. And I doubt he'll see this, but if he does, it was a bit strange, mate. That was weird.
That was a little bit weird. Come on.
He was like, no, try it. And I was like, no, I couldn't do that. That's your own coffee. Like, that's money. Like, I'm not going to take that from you. I was like, I'm sure it's quite expensive if it came from Jamaica. He went, do you want to know how much it cost? I was like,
I like how you started doing
whatever,
a voice.
That's because of what you sound like. He was like, do you want to know how much it cost? And I was like, sure. And he was like, it's $11.99 for 100 grams. And I was like, what?
See, this goes into my theory, which I will get to in a second.
I was like,
eating Nutella now.
No. No, I'm not going to take any from you. And then he basically forced me. He wouldn't leave the shop until I took out like 2 spoonfuls.
Oh, good lord.
And then I sniffed it after he left, and it smelled like pure smoke. And I was scared because not that people care about me particularly, but I don't want to be kidnapped. So if I was to drink something that was drugged,
oh god, that's not where I thought this
I'd be scared. I care enough about myself to be like, I probably don't want to be kidnapped.
I
try not to drink things that I don't see being made. Like, I don't see the ingredients in bottles. And then see them being directly poured into the thing that I'm drinking. I tend not to do that because that's a bit scary. And I don't really want to die, particularly like that, at least.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, that was a weird guy. I don't particularly. He comes in quite a lot, but like, I don't want to talk to him again now.
I get you. I get you. Okay, back to my theory about coffee.
Okay.
I have a theory that. So this relates to a conversation I was having a while ago with someone at work who was trying to convince me to give coffee another go. And it was one of those weird times where they were being really oddly pushy about it. And one of their points for me giving coffee another go was, you might not like it the first couple of times you try it, but once you keep drinking it, you'll get used to it. And I instantly thought, I was like, but I don't like it, so why would I want to drink it enough that I just get used to it? Like, why would I want to accept the fact that I was drinking something that I didn't like the taste of?
Yeah.
That's like people who drink tequila to get drunk just because they know it'll get them drunk.
People
like,
who
bitch,
drink
nah.
tequila are maniacs, and I'm talking about you, Tesney Doherty Bowen. They are maniacs, and what is the point? The whole point is just to get the tiny little hat on top of the tequila bottle. I know you too well. It's only for the little tequila hat, and I don't like it. What's the point?
Okay, back to...
Sorry.
But like, this is the thing. People who drink tequila, they're like, oh, you get used to the taste, or after a while you just ignore it. And I'm like, I don't want to drink something that I don't enjoy the taste of. I don't care what kind of benefit it gives. I don't care if I can have 3 shots and be drunk. I don't care if it will give me energy because of the caffeine. I can get caffeine from Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola, so I'm gonna drink Coca-Cola.
I like that you're calling it Coca-Cola, so there isn't a clip of you out there going, I like Coke.
I mean, that wasn't the aim. I was just being facetious, but it's fine.
No ad, not sponsored by
Not
Coca-Cola.
But if you would like to.
If you'd like to sponsor a really weird podcast.
A really odd, just, yeah, anyway, whatever this is, we are open. There will be a link to our Instagram account in the description. And our email address. Anyway, back to it. So, he was being really pushy, and I literally said to him, I was like, do you enjoy the taste of coffee? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, it's a simple question. Do you enjoy the taste of coffee? And he was like, well, not on its own. And I was like, fucking just proving my point. People who drink coffee don't actually like the taste of coffee. You're all lying to yourselves. There are very few people on this earth that actually like the taste of coffee on its own. You all just drink it because of social constructs and Starbucks culture. Fucking thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Good day.
I guess I just like the taste of like sugar and caffeine.
Haha.
But
Exactly.
in a
Most
hot
people
variety.
Nowadays, like even with like iced coffee and all this other crap that people make, you're all adding so much stuff to it that you can hardly taste the coffee. And that is because coffee tastes absolutely mank. And if you're that person that is going to try and tell me that you prefer coffee chocolates, then you are literally Satan.
I like coffee cake.
Coffee cake is the same thing. It's in cake. Cake makes everything better.
Could make anything taste nice.
Cake masks everything because it has got sugar and everything else in it, okay? Like,
Yeah.
This is what I mean by intense.
I mean, I like espresso martinis. But then again, that's like loads of crap as well.
Exactly. Do you have black coffee? Would you drink just straight up
Do
black
I like
coffee?
the taste of coffee on its own?
Just coffee.
I have.
Did you
Not out
enjoy
of
it?
choice, particularly.
There we go. People who drink like espressos and black coffee, they just want the caffeine. They don't actually like the taste. They've just tricked their brains into accepting that this taste equals this feeling and this chemical reaction in my brain, therefore I like it. You don't actually like it. Stop pressuring me to drink hot drinks, is what I'm trying to say. This long-winded ass thing was stop taking taking me to Costa, stop taking me to Starbucks, and stop making me get you coffees from fucking McDonald's so you can get the stickers!
This is exactly how I feel about chocolate in the fridge. This is how passionate I am about chocolate in the fridge. What is the point of chocolate in the fridge?
Thank you for
Like,
coming
why
to my
would you
coffee
want to
day
make
stand-up.
why would you want to make your life harder? Just have the one thing. Just have the chocolate. If you're not eating a whole bar where every time you have chocolate, like, what is wrong with you?
You're not eating chocolate properly, there's no point.
What's the point in having half a bar and then saving it? Unless
it's one of the massive ones of Galaxy that you get at Christmas. That I can understand. Because I am of the opinion that anything that says it is a share bag is simply a share with yourself over a longer period of time bag.
yeah, it's share it out on different days to yourself.
Exactly. It's like portioning.
This is why we have to go to the gym.
This is why we gym.
We've gone over, like, way past when we thought we were
An hour and 45 minutes of audio for you to edit.
We've already gone way past what I thought it was going to be. Which is fine, because I probably will cut out bits. And we did have technical difficulties.
We had several technical. You have
But
to.
what I was trying to say, is to summarise this whole thing, is I am very passionate about expression of self. Which
Same.
is why I like makeup, which is why I like art, which is why
Same.
I like music, which is why I
Same.
like films.
Same. We're the same person, but in a very different order.
Yeah, you've gone for like physical art and like wood, which I also like, but I'm not very good at. I've never been good at sculpturing.
Can we appreciate the fact that during this quarantine, I got so in need of a creative outlet, and I am a fucking carpenter, so I bought something that allows me to artistically and safely burn wood. For those that aren't aware of what I do, I've started doing pyrography, and it's very fun.
It's quite pretty. She keeps on showing me.
Insert photos of my pyrography.
I have uni work, so I haven't really done anything creative.
I've done college work, but I can't get onto it, so Paul, if you ever hear this, I promise I'm trying.
Yeah, my uni work at the moment, my essay is on the new Jim Crow and how America is still racist. But we won't get into that because that's politics, and probably only one person may want to listen to that. And I don't even know if he'll watch it. But he'll know who he is.
If he watches this, he'll know who he is.
100%. He'll probably be like, oi!
Or he'll get confused
be like,
that we didn't name him.
Yeah. I'm trying not to name many people unless I know that they're going to be on this.
Like Reese.
Like Reese, because he demands.
The second I fucking posted it, he was like, why am I not on it?
I also posted on Instagram that we were doing this, and he straight up was like, why aren't I there? Alright, so we'll end this now. Thank you all for listening to our rambles. We would like to especially thank Reese for not being here.
Yes. Thank you, Reese.
Thank you, Reese.
And if you liked it, like and subscribe for more.
Yeah, we'll probably do this at some point in the future, I guess.
And also, follow us on Instagram at Bean Productions. All one word, all lowercase. Thank you very much. And the date today is the 21st of April 2020, and I miss my friends.
So long, and we'll meet again. Sorry.
Don't
The Queen did it.
know where.
The Queen did it. I thought I could do it.